really good response from the players. Like, how happy were you that you managed to just turn it around so quickly after the previous week?
Yeah, really happy. I thought our preparation during the week really led us to have a great performance, and there was some really clear things that we didn't do well against GWS, and we were able to turn that around and fix in those areas. So, it was really positive from the group to be able to bounce back after a pretty disappointing loss last week.
I suppose the challenge now is to maintain that sort of form and not have the ups and downs and roller coaster scenario.
Yeah, definitely, and I think it comes back to focusing on what we did well this week and what we went away from against GWS. And we spoke a lot last week about valuing the right things, and we wanted to value our team day and our contest. And I think those things we did really well against Essendon, and they're things that we're just going to keep valuing going forward and keep putting an emphasis on. And by doing that, we should give ourselves every chance to win.
Was it important to go back to those and be able to look at it and say, well, this is what we actually do care about, and if we focus on that, then it should all come back to that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we obviously watched some pretty average footage against GWS of our team day, and our contest was really wasn't our brand, and that was a bit of a wake up call. And then we also just watched some clips of when we do it really well, when we played earlier in the year and we got on a run, and it was on the back of playing really good connected team D and being really strong in the contest. And I thought that the first 5 minutes against Essendon, we probably didn't do it well. They went end to end, and we were like, oh no, here we go. And the ability to just turn that around and get back to playing our footy and not be shocked by an average sort of first 5 minutes of the game was really important. And we were able to play the next sort of 3.5 quarters of really good connected team footy, which is good to see.
You know that weeks sort of merge into each other as the season progresses. Not a lot of time. Is it good to sometimes have that moment where you can do let's look at what we're good at, let's look at what we're bad at, and reflect on the entire package rather than just reviewing a game?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's important not to lose sight of what you do really well. And we've played some really good footy this year, and we've got to remember that. And after a really tough loss, sometimes there's obviously a bit of negativity around the group, and you don't want to fall into that trap of being really negative too much. And we obviously got to look at what we did wrong, and which we did against GWS, but we got to remind ourselves what makes us a good team, and we did that. And I feel like on the weekend we saw that against Essendon.
Is that what you'll do this week against the Bulldogs? There was a fair bit of focus last time you played the Bulldogs on one particular form of player. Will you work more on what works for you guys and what worked for you guys against the Bombers?
Yeah, definitely. I think we just got to focus on what we do really well, because when we lose sight of that, that's when we lose our way a bit. And I think last time against the Bulldogs, we got smashed in the contest, and they destroyed us with their balance and their ability to flick the ball around. So that will be a focus going to this game, along with our ability to defend and win the ball.
What is it about the Bulldogs, if you can elaborate a bit further on that makes it difficult to match up on them?
Oh, well, they're really good contest players in the little circle, and then their ability to spread through their handball and run. And last week, when we played them, we came in with an intensity to pressure the game and pressure the ball carrier, and we probably just overcommitted and we collapsed in a lot, and they exposed us with their handballs and their ability to chain out. So that'll be our focus going into this week, is our pressure method and making sure that we're not collapsing in the contest, and we're able to pressure their feedback handballs and hopefully win the ball back through good pressure.
Do you think there's an advantage them coming off the bye, you guys coming off the win?
I think coming off a win any week is good and gives you a little bit of momentum heading into the other week. I'm not sure if them coming off a bye will affect them, but certainly us coming off a win will give us a bit of momentum going into this week.
The first quarters have been a bit of an issue this year, but having the lead over the Bombers Saturday night, was there anything different that you did in that first quarter to sort of, get off to a better, first term than what you have in recent weeks?
Well, I think one thing that we did really well is we kept a level head, which is something that we sort of spoke about during the week. After a really poor loss, it's you can sometimes come out and you can panic if the team gets a run on, or you think, oh no, it's happening again, we're not playing the footy that we want to play. But the ability of particularly our leaders and our midfielders to really stay calm under pressure and focus on the next moment, winning the ball out of the midfield, getting the ball going forward. was a great step forward because it's quite easy to drop the bundle there where Essendon got off to a quick start and we were a little bit disorganised, but our ability to stay level-headed, get really organised, connect as a group, and start to steer back some momentum was really important. And it's probably something that we haven't done too well so far this year, but it was really good to see on the weekend.
Is it something that's been spoken about since, trying to maintain this now and, sort of get on a run of starting these first quarters well?
Yeah, definitely. I think, I suppose our ability to stay level-headed is something that's going to help us go into the back end of the year with games becoming more important and wins becoming really crucial. It's going to be important for us to stay level-headed, not think too far ahead, focus on our next moment, our next contest. And I think on the weekend was a good example of when we did that really well. We were able to get back into the game and then really put them away.
And having Sean Darcy back in the squad on Saturday night, what does that do for the team structurally? We saw Luke Jackson go up forward, really dominate inside that forward 50. What does it do for the whole team?
Yeah, well, obviously gives Luke a bit more freedom to go forward, and we saw him hit the scoreboard, and he was really crucial in the air as well. But having Sean in the ruck, he's just such a dominating figure in there. He's such a strong, powerful man, and he was crucial on the weekend for our midfielders getting first hands on the ball and winning clearances. And he's a really important player for us. And having him in the team really enables the two big boys to go to work. And Sean was able to go forward as well and create some opportunities. So it's a great look for us. And they were both really critical on the weekend.
Do you shake your head sometimes and chuckle when you're watching what Caleb Sarong was able to do as a bloke your age and doing the same sort of experience? Yeah,
it's been really impressive. He's just continues to grow with his footy. He obviously came in and had a really hot start, and he's just been able to keep developing and evolving. And he was so important on the weekend. His ability to impact the midfield group, and I think he had 12 score involvements. So his ability to get the ball going forward and give our forwards an opportunity to score is really important and helps us win games of footy.
What do you reckon is the secret to his success?
His ability to maintain high standards and train at such a high level throughout sort of the last 4 years. He hasn't missed a lot of footy, and it's off the back of his preparation. He's an elite preparer for footy games, and you can see it during the week when he trains. He trains at a really high level, and it means that when he comes out on game day, he's got the confidence to perform.
So is he the one dragging up those sort of standards and making, from a preparation point of view, making everyone else come with him?
Yeah, definitely. I think, since he arrived at the club, him, along with Andy and a lot of our other young players, have really been driving standards in terms of the way they prepare during the week. Jago O'Meara is another one who's joined the club this year and has got really high standards and is an elite preparer. And I think a lot of players feed off that, old and young. So it's great that that younger cohort are really leading the way in that area.
It's quite late in the season, or it is getting quite late in the season. How important is it to, I guess, keep your focus on week to week rather than, thinking of the big picture? You kind of mentioned it before.
Yeah, really important. As I said, the wins are going to be becoming really important now, but we can't lose sight of, just focusing on what's important in the moment, and that's something that we've had to learn throughout this year. We obviously didn't get off to a great start, and we were able to get on a little run there, and that was off the back of, it would have been quite easy earlier in the year to sort of drop the bundle and think, we're not playing too well at the moment, but our ability to get our season back on track was really important, and that was off the back of not looking too far ahead and really sticking to the process, so that'll be the focus going forward.
Will Rory Lobb be just a normal human this week as opposed to the target that he was last time?
I think so, yeah. It was funny, last time we didn't really speak about him too much in the preparation, but we probably got a little bit off task when we went after him a bit, but this week will just be preparation as per usual.